G'day, it's Matt and Chrissy here from Couple of Sitters. We are happy house sitters because we love doing this.
We do.
Yeah, it's cool. Even if we're up, first thing in the morning, it's actually, it's a bit later than what it was earlier. We were up at 5:30. So, yeah, anyhow.
That's hilarious.
Got to make sure that, Diplo gets his feed first thing in the morning and, take him for a walk, a swim around the pond.
Off they go, bags in tow. Matt and Chrissy hit the road. Maps unfold, stories told. Adventures never getting old. Matt and Chrissy roam so free through the city, past the sea.
Today we're going to share with you the best house sitting websites for 2024 and how you can get free accommodation. So there are quite a few different websites available that you could test out. There are things like Mind My House and Kiwi House Sitters, Aussie House Sitters,
Happy House Sitters,
Pawshake.
I think there's US House Sitters, there's Mind a Home, there's heaps. There are so many.
We decided to narrow it down to just a few because otherwise it becomes way too overwhelming and kind of hard to manage.
And you don't want to sit through that really, do you? No,
I don't.
Neither do we. So we're just going to give you the best of what we've got.
Yes. So a couple of the ones that we started to test out were Pawshake, Facebook. We also tested out Trusted Housesitters. Let's start with Pawshake.
Pawshake was an interesting one. So we needed to do a police check as a part of the Pawshake membership, which that was okay, but that is an expense for the house sitter. There was no membership fee required for Pawshake for either the house sitters or the homeowners at the time that we joined up. We found that Pawshake for us had its limitations. They largely came around as a result of geography. With Pawshake, we found that you need to nominate what area you're in. So you'll service a particular area because it's more about being like a drop-in pet sitter or a dog walker, not the sort of thing where you're going to homes and able to travel around that much. How many gigs have we had through Pawshake, Chris?
Big fat zero.
Whopping none. We've had a fair few inquiries through Pawshake at peak season times. The good thing about Pawshake is if you are staying in one area and planning to service it, you can nominate your rates for Pawshake and you can go and do house sits. But if, like us, you're looking for longer term and opportunities to explore and travel while you're doing it, Pawshake doesn't really fit the bill.
So next up we have Facebook, and this has been an interesting one. We have had quite a lot of inquiries through Facebook, but the biggest challenge we have is that people are non-committal.
I think there's a couple of things in that. I think number one, there's no skin in the game for the house sitter or the homeowner because it's a free platform. And we found that when you've got one homeowner or pet parent that's putting a gig up, there's like 50 or 60 people all jumping in on it, and they're probably getting smashed with messages. If I was in that situation, I'd probably throw my hands up and go, you know what, this is too much. I'm just going to pick the first person that sounds reasonable. I'm not going to look at this much more than that.
And there's huge risk behind that because if you haven't done any due diligence, you don't know what you're going to get. And that works both ways. So not just the homeowner, but the pet sitter too. Overall, our preferred house sitting website is Trusted Housesitters.
Yeah, at this point in time, that's where we will pick up most of our gigs. We have found that it has been extremely reliable as far as being able to book in advance, check our calendar, and there's a range of functions that really work quite well on the site. The thing that we did like about Trusted House Sitters when we took out our membership was the extensive options that were behind the membership. It gave us access to things such as insurance coverage. The other thing that was really cool about it was if you were referred by someone, you were able to get a discount. And we do have a promo code in the bottom of the description for this. And the great thing about the homeowner or the pet parent is they get 25% off at the moment. And the pet sitter, they get an additional 2 or sometimes 3 months added to their existing membership. And you don't have to be stuck into just being a homeowner or a pet sitter as one or the other. If you wanted to use this platform to be able to travel and use house sitting as a vehicle to go and experience instead of booking Airbnbs, you can take out dual membership. It costs a tiny bit more. It opens up both sides of the ecosystem for you. The international side of things is what I think really lured us in at first, because we were looking at this going, you know what, we could potentially travel and go to another country and spend a month somewhere and house sit and look after someone's dog while exploring the town.
We've identified that Trusted House Sitters has a huge range of opportunities in the UK, throughout Europe, Australia and the US. Your choices are bountiful. There were over 3,500 house sits when I checked yesterday, available today.
So we've been able to leverage Trusted House Sitters across multiple countries. We've really enjoyed using it in the time that we've been on the platform, and we've found that the support has been fantastic too.
The great thing about Trusted House Sitters that I like is that you can put in a date range and a location, and it narrows down your search, and then you can also save that. So if you're going to be in an area for a prolonged period of time, you can block that area and that time, and it will send you alerts when the next one comes up. You can also say how long you'd like to house sit for, and it gives you a range between 1 day and I think 6 months. And that is very helpful too. One of the other things that you can do, which is really helpful, is you can choose what type of pets you're willing to sit for.
So the stuff that we've found with Trusted House Sitters that are the pros, it is a widely known platform and there are a lot of options on there. Customer service is fantastic. They have the dual use of either the website or the app. Choose whatever works for you. And you've got a comprehensive range of resources supporting house sitters, as well as the insurance features behind that.
Yes.
What are, I think, the biggest con, Chris, as far as Trusted House Sitters for you goes, well, not so just for you, for anyone really, compared to all other house sitting platforms, what's the biggest sticking point?
The biggest sticking point for me is when you send a message to a homeowner, it is a delayed send. It takes a long time to receive your messages. So frequently we will revert to using alternative methods of communication because of the delay factor. One of the other things that some people have a con about, which I actually don't really, to be honest, I think it's quite fair and reasonable, is the membership fees. And the reason I say that is because if I was going somewhere and having to pay for accommodation, you're going to be paying a lot more than $130. As a homeowner or a pet owner and you're putting your listing up, the system will only allow 5 applicants, and that basically means that you're potentially limited. However, if you decline any of those applicants, a new applicant has the opportunity to apply.
And it can be pretty hard sometimes too. If you're in really popular locations, they're high competition. Very high competition, but that we have also found isn't exactly a sticking point for us, because it all comes back down to how you present yourself and how you do what you do. We covered a video recently where we looked at the 14 tips to get high quality house sits, and if you want to check that out, just check out the link there. This is the background on how we get the sits that we get and the sort of experiences that we're able to have.
Oh, Dusty.
Dusty was so
So cute.
Border Collie. It was the start of our Border Collie season, I think.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, 5 back to back. Yeah, it was.
We go through seasons.
Yeah. What was it about Dusty that you really enjoyed?
Just got such a great personality. Friendly, fun.
Easy to take for a walk. Dusty was so good on the lead. We'd take her down to the beach, and yeah, she wasn't an indoor dog. She was an outdoor dog, but a very, very well-behaved dog. She was accompanied by a guinea pig and some chooks. We were only there for about 5 days from memory. It was a pretty quick sit.
It was a quick house sit. And we really, really enjoyed it. The place that we were staying at was lovely. The owners were very friendly and considerate, and it was quite relaxed. Dusty was super easy to look after, just totally chilled and friendly and lots of fun to play with.
Yeah, she loved chasing her toys around the yard, and we spent a fair bit of time sitting on the veranda, just hanging out with Dusty, playing ball, and yeah, she loved it.
This is our best house sitting websites of 2024, and we are pretty happy house sitters. What do you think?
I totally agree. And look, there's no reason why you can't use multiples. You could access, the Facebook groups, and you could set your location in Pawshake as being in Bundaberg, hypothetically, if you know that you'll be in Bundaberg over those 2 to 3 weeks or months while you're doing other house sits in the area, to fill in and potentially do some other gigs at the same time. So you could do a dog walk while you're looking after a dog and just really, take advantage of another opportunity.
So just give it a go. It's a lot of fun. It can be a little intimidating if you're trying to do a lot of them and make this your gig, because you do have to be organised. But outside of that, we've had a great time. Looking forward to the next one. Well, we're enjoying this one for now, not wanting to rush that too quickly.
No, not rushing out of this one. This is nice. Yeah.
It is nice.
Thanks for joining us on this video, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and throw a comment below. Tell us, what breed of dog have you got, and what tips can you give us about how to make sure that your pooch is pampered?
And if you are interested in signing up with Trusted House Sitters, we have got a link which we've got in the description below. This will help us because it'll give us a couple of extra months opportunity to house sit, but it'll also help you because you get 25% off.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet
Which is a
deal.
nice little savings. All right, guys, until next time, we will see you very soon.
Buenos tacos.
Bye for now.